New Year's resolutions are a scam. Let's just get that out of the way. Not because your goals are bad, but because the person making them is fundamentally the same person who failed last year. And the year before that. Most people try to change their lives through sheer discipline, which is just a polite word for fighting yourself. You set a goal to lose 20 pounds or start a business, but you're trying to build a cathedral on a rotting foundation. If you want a different outcome this year, you don't need a new to-do list. You need a new identity. Today, I'm going to walk you through a 7-step psychological protocol to dismantle who you are and build the person who actually deserves the life you want. This isn't a pep talk or another motivational speech. This is a system, a practical, step-by-step process to engineer the person you need to become. So, let's begin. Why is it that a professional athlete doesn't have to force themselves to go to the gym? It's because their lifestyle isn't a chore. It's a reflection of who they are. For them, not training would be the real struggle. The mistake you're probably making is focusing on what psychologists call second-order change. That means changing your actions, like forcing yourself to wake up early or eat a salad. But actions are a byproduct. They are the fruit of the tree. You should be focusing on first-order change, which means changing your identity, the very roots of the tree. If you're on a diet and you say to yourself, "I can't wait to finish this diet so I can finally enjoy life again," you've already failed. You are telling your brain that the new you is just a temporary costume, a punishment you have to endure. Real, lasting change happens when your old habits become disgusting to you because they no longer fit the person you've become. The person who eats healthy doesn't diet, they just eat. The person who works out doesn't force it. It's simply what they do. It's part of their identity. The brilliant investor Naval Ravikant says, "The only real test of intelligence is getting what you want out of life." Intelligence isn't about your IQ score. It's about your ability to effectively steer your life toward a desired destination. This is the art of cybernetics, the science of steering. Think about a thermostat. It has a goal, like 72 degrees. It acts by turning on the heat. It senses feedback by measuring the room's temperature. And it adjusts by turning off when it reaches the goal. It's a simple, intelligent system. Most people are low intelligence in this context because they hit a wall, get some negative feedback, and just stop. They don't iterate. They don't adjust their course. But there's a deeper, more hidden reason you stop: identity protection. Your brain is a survival machine. It's designed to keep you safe, and safe often means staying exactly where you are. You procrastinate on that important project because your brain is subconsciously protecting you from the threat of being judged if you fail. You stay in a dead-end job because your identity values the safety of being a victim over the risk of being a winner. You aren't where you want to be because, deep down, a part of you is afraid to actually be there. That successful person is an unknown identity, and your brain fears the unknown. So, to break this cycle, you need to perform a psychological excavation. I want you to set aside one full day, uninterrupted, for this protocol. No phone, no distractions. Just you and a notebook. This is step 1. Step 2 is creating your anti-vision. Human beings are far more motivated by running away from a lion than by casually strolling toward a steak. So, I want you to describe, in painful, vivid detail, your life 10 years from now if you change absolutely nothing. What does your body look like and feel like? What do your relationships look like? Who has left you because they couldn't stand watching you self-destruct? What opportunities have you completely destroyed? Write it all down. Then look at that version of yourself with absolute disgust. That person is your anti-vision. That is the enemy. That is the fire at your back. Now, step 3, the minimum viable vision. Forget realism. Forget what you think is possible. If you could snap your fingers and be living your ideal life 3 years from now, what does an average Tuesday look like? Don't just list goals. Describe the day. What time do you wake up? What do you eat for breakfast? Who do you talk to? What work do you do that fills you with energy? Most importantly, what would that person believe about themselves? Write it down in the present tense. I am the type of person who is disciplined. I am the type of person who loves challenges. This creates a powerful cognitive dissonance, a gap between who you are and who you've just declared yourself to be. This dissonance is the fuel you need to snap out of autopilot. Now, we move to step 4, turn your vision into a game. Think about it. Video games are the only place where we achieve a state of flow effortlessly, for hours on end. Why? Because games have clear rules, immediate feedback, and a sense of progression. We can apply this exact same framework to our lives. Here's how you do it. Step 5 is defining the stakes and missions. Your anti-vision? That's what's at stake if you lose the game. That's game over. Your 3-year vision? That's the final level, the ultimate victory condition. But that's too far away to be motivating today. So, we break it down. Step 6 is setting your quests. Your main goal for the next 1 year becomes your main mission. So, if your vision is to be a fit entrepreneur, your 1-year mission might be to generate your first $10,000 in profit and be able to run a 5K without stopping. Then, you break that down even further. The most important project for the next 1 month becomes the boss fight. Maybe that's launching your website or losing the first 5 pounds. Finally, you have your daily levers. These are your daily quests. Small, repeatable actions that, when done consistently, guarantee you'll win. Things like spend 1 hour on product development or do 20 minutes of exercise. When you see your life through this lens, distractions lose their power. You aren't working, you're leveling up your skills. You aren't avoiding junk food, you're just following the rules of the game you willingly chose to play. This is step 7, play the game. Every day, you either complete your quests and gain experience points, or you fail and move closer to that dreaded anti-vision. It makes the choice crystal clear. The path is known, but it requires you to step into the unknown. You have the protocol. You have the game plan. The only thing left is to decide if you're actually ready to let your old self die to let the new one live. This isn't about adding more to your plate. It's about becoming a person who can handle a bigger plate. If this resonated with you, I've put a link to the full protocol worksheet in the description below. Download it, use it, and tell me in the comments, what is one thing your anti-vision self does that you are officially quitting, starting today? Let's declare it and hold each other accountable. It's time to start the game. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next level.